Today I'm talking about 10 ways to pay off your credit cards or lower your credit card debt. Number one, you have to stop using them. Now, when I say have to stop using them, I am talking about for your everyday purchases. If you don't stop using your credit cards and start living within the amount of money that you earn, you are never going to get them paid off as long as you keep adding to that credit card debt. So you have to stop using them for everyday purchases. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't use them if you find a better deal and let's say you could lower your percentage rate. So the next tip is call the credit card company first. See if they will just lower your interest rate first. Sometimes they will. Sometimes you can buy a lower interest rate. So like we had a medical emergency, tens of thousands of dollars, and we were able to put it on our credit card for a $100 fee and spread out the payments for 6 months. So that way we weren't charged a huge amount, but when it had totally drained our savings and we still had more to pay, because we did have our 6 month savings, so it drained our 6 month savings and then some. So we were able to put that on there and use those credit cards to our advantage when we had a true emergency. The next thing is take advantage of 0% offers. So kind of like my husband and I did with the medical emergency, if you get an offer for 0% or 5 or 6% or however much percent, if it's lower than what you have now, so let's say your credit card is 29% now and they lower it to 25%, that may not be worth it. You need to do the math to see how much you're going to save in interest compared to the fees that they're going to charge you, because usually there's like a $75 fee to transfer your credit cards to another company. Not always, but sometimes. But call and see what offers. Check your mail and see if you get other offers. The way my husband and I got out of debt when we were first married was I would get offers in the mail for 0% if I transferred the credit card. We opened up a new credit card at 0%. We were not charging still, and put all of that on there. And for 5 years, we paid $75 in fees on all of our credit cards. So that was a really good deal, way cheaper than the $300 or $400 it would have cost us if we would have had to pay the interest on those credit cards. The next thing is use your things like tax refunds. Any windfall of money all goes to pay off your credit card. Tax refunds, birthday money. I know it's supposed to be birthday money, but if you're serious about getting out of debt, you got yourself into this mess, you got to get yourself out. So anything like selling, use all those extra little bits of money to pay off your credit cards and you will start getting there quicker. Of course, get a second job, get a third job if you need to, DoorDash, Uber, whatever, but use those small amounts, really start adding up on your credit cards. The next thing is to sell as much as you can. Have you put boats, RVs, I know campers. I know I cannot tell you the number of people who have justified financing campers to me. There is no justification for it. I'm really sorry. I don't care how many vacations you don't take. If you're in debt, you can't afford it, period. You just can't. See all these flowers right here? I have thousands of them. They're black-eyed Susans. They're not blooming yet, but I sold $350 worth over Memorial Day and the first week of June, just thinning out my garden. Think of ways you can do that. Can you bake bread and sell it? Can you make cookies and sell it? Can you sell any of your junk on Facebook Marketplace or garage sale or however you do it in your area? But find even those $5 and $10. If you put it on your credit card, it starts making a dent. Before I get to the next one, guys, let me know what you have done to pay off your credit cards. Any tips, any tricks? What have you sold? How have you earned money? People really love hearing your ideas on how you got out of debt or are getting out of debt. The next thing is sell your car. I know, but if you have a car payment, sell your car, get something for $5,000 to $10,000, and then take all that money that you would have been putting on your car payment. That $500 to $1,000 is what car payments are now. That's absolutely absurd. $500 to $1,000 you could be putting on your credit card every single month and getting it paid off quick. The next one is stop eating out and use that money to pay down your credit cards. Do you eat out at lunch every day? Do you eat breakfast every day? Out. Take your lunch, take your breakfast. Yes, it is worth it, and no, it doesn't take that much time. Also, if you need some recipes, easy recipes to get you in and out of the kitchen quick that will save money on your grocery bill, go check out our Dining on a Dime cookbook. Your family will love our recipes. You're not going to spend all day in the kitchen cooking them. We have volume 1 is the red, volume 2 is the blue, and our gluten-free, dairy-free edition is the green one. Volume 1 and 2 are 2 totally separate books. They can go together, just didn't have room to put them all in one book, but totally separate recipes. And gluten-free, dairy-free edition is the gluten-free, dairy-free version of our volume 1 cookbook. It's on sale right now, and it's the 25th anniversary of our cookbook and of us getting out of debt. If you really want to get your credit cards paid off, you have to get serious and do every single thing you can to pay them off. And when you're eating out $250 to $350, $400 a month, that could all go on your credit card. That could all go into your savings for the next car so you can pay cash for it. But you can get those credit cards paid off if you just stop eating out alone. The next thing is very extreme, but sell your house. If you cannot afford where you're living and your house payment is more than rent, then I would definitely sell your house and get those credit cards paid off, rent for 2 or 3 years, get the money saved up, and then buy a house. Now, I know that's extreme, but how much do you want to get out of your debt? Now, if rent is higher than what your house payment is, of course, stay in your house. You know, use some common sense here. Run the math. See how much this is going to cost you. But that is one way to do it. The other way is if you have bad credit right now and they're not giving you a lower rate or anything like that, pay all of your bills on time. And in 6 to 7 months, then go in and ask if you can get a lower rate. They may give you a lower rate once your credit score gets back up again. For more money saving ideas, watch this video right here and visit us at livingonadime.com to help you pay off your credit cards and save money today.